Good morning, boys and girls. Today's Day 5 ELA lesson, Nonfiction versus Fiction, is for all of the first graders at Bethune Elementary School. Our objective for today is for students to be able to write opinion pieces in which they introduce the topic or the name of the book they are writing about, state an opinion, supply a reason for the opinion, and provide some sense of closure. Our I can statement reads, I can write an opinion paragraph to tell which type of text is my favorite, include details that support my idea the best, and give a reason to support my thinking. So you may be wondering, what is an opinion writing? Well, let's watch our opinion writing video introduction to give us more clues about what exactly an opinion writing is.
Opinion writing for kids. Episode 1. What is opinion writing? Your opinion is what you think or how you feel about something. People can have different opinions. Some people love pizza and some people hate pizza. That's their opinion. We can share our opinions with others by writing about them. When someone is talking or writing about their opinion, there are certain words you might hear. Opinions may start with I like, or I believe, or I think, or you may hear other opinion words like the best or my favorite. So let's see if you can find the opinion. I love dogs because they are so cute. Or dogs have fur and tails. Which one is an opinion? Did you say this one? If so, you're right. It tells someone's feelings about dogs, not just facts. If you're ready to start brainstorming your own opinions, check out episode 2, Choosing an Opinion Writing Topic.
Now, let's review what we learned from our video by using our opinion writing anchor chart. Remember, an opinion is what you think or how you feel about something. Now, in the REO opinion writing, we're going to go through each letter. The O, which stands for opinion, it means to tell how you feel about the topic. R, reason, give reasons that support your opinion. E, example, give an example or details that support your opinion. O, opinion, tell how you feel about the topic again. Now we're going to do an example together. I want you to pretend that I was given 2 passages to choose from. Let's say my teacher wanted me to read about bugs. She's going to give me a fiction passage and a nonfiction passage. On the next slide, I'm going to show you which passage that I chose. Okay, I chose the passage that was entitled Exploring Bugs. Now we're going to read and look at clues to figure out if this is a fiction passage or a nonfiction passage. Let's read. Exploring bugs, hidden bugs, where to find them. Bugs can be hard to find. They are very small creatures. They are found outdoors. Bugs are found around plants, trees, and in the grass. You have to look carefully if you want to find a bug. They are small, so you may need a magnifying glass to help. What to do when you find one? You can keep a bug if you find one. You have to make sure you give it what it needs. Create a habitat that will help it live. It will need dirt, water, and leaves. You can keep it in a jar. The jar will also need to have holes in it. This is so it can breathe air. Now, when I got ready to complete my task for my teacher, I put the title, which was all about fiction versus nonfiction. My topic sentence reads, Today I will tell you about my favorite passage. I chose the passage entitled. On this line, you put the name of the passage that you chose. My title was Exploring Bugs, and it's in bold print. So next I have to put if it was fiction or nonfiction. After reading my passage and using my clues, I knew that it was a nonfiction text. And you may be wondering, well, what kind of clues helped you to know that your passage was a nonfiction text? Well, let's look at the next slide. Here, I know that this is a nonfiction text because it has photographs of things that are real. I see a boy, he's holding a magnifying glass to search for bugs in the grass, and I see a real caterpillar, and it looks as if he's climbing on a thin piece of grass. Also, I see underneath my pictures that I have captions. Remember, we said nonfiction passages and books have certain text features. For example, like the caption, and I'll read, "This boy is using a magnifying glass to search for bugs in the grass." The one at the bottom reads, and I'll hold it up, "A caterpillar can climb up a thin piece of grass." Also, my nonfiction passage, it had a heading, which was hidden bugs, and it also had subheadings, where to find them and what to do when you find one. Each of these subheadings just gave me more information about what I would be reading in each of my paragraphs. And also, as I was reading my nonfiction passage, I noticed that I learned facts about bugs. For example, I learned that when you create a habitat for bugs, that they will need dirt, water, and leaves. So these were just a few of the clues that I used to help me determine whether or not my passage was fiction or nonfiction. So now I'm going to go back to my assignment on this right side of the page. The title was all about fiction versus nonfiction. My topic sentence states, "Today I will tell you about my favorite passage. I chose the passage entitled Exploring Bugs. This passage is a nonfiction text. I know this because reason number one, it has photographs of things that are real, like the boy and the caterpillar. Reason number two, it also has captions and headings. And we spoke about the captions a few minutes ago and the headings. Now, in my last sentence, I'm going to put why I enjoy reading this passage. I enjoy reading this passage because I love learning about nature and different types of bugs. And at the end, I put my conclusion sentence. It states, "These are the reasons why I chose this passage as my favorite." So, for the assignment, boys and girls, you're going to be given two passages. One will be a nonfiction and one will be a fiction. So, let's go right into it. These are your two passages. You have The Shocking Eel and you have Frogs. I'm going to read through each passage. After I'm done reading, we're going to go to the next slide and I'm going to show you what I want you to do for your assignment. The Shocking Eel. Eddie wasn't ill. He was new to the ocean. Eddie didn't have a lot of friends. Every fish that came near him always got hurt. Eddie was an electric eel, so he was very shocking. This made all the ocean animals stay away from him. Eddie asked his mom one day what he should do. He was sad without anyone to play with. She said she would help him learn to control his electric shocks so that he would stop hurting fish. Okay, now on your next story, it's entitled Frogs. And if you look right here, it has a diagram which is showing you the parts of the frog. It says eyes, front legs, back, hind legs. Here you have a caption. This illustration shows the body parts of a fully grown frog. It reads, "A frog's body." Frogs are special animals. They are amphibians. Amphibians are one of the six main animal groups. They live two different lives. At the beginning of their lives, they are tadpoles. Tadpoles act like fish. They have no arms or legs. They also swim underwater. As they grow up, they form legs. Their bodies go through a metamorphosis or a change. The frogs grow bigger bodies. When they are fully grown, they have lungs that breathe air. They also have four long legs. These help them jump while they live on land. And I'm going to scoot it down so that you can see the two passages, and I want you to take a minute and think about which one you want to choose as your favorite passage. And also underneath the form, I put a picture of each passage so you can go back and refer to each one. All right. Now, so what you're going to do is you're going to refer back to these two passages. You need to only choose one. Choose the one that you like the best. You're going to say the title, all about fiction versus nonfiction. Your topic sentence, today I will tell you about my favorite passage. I chose the passage entitled. You can either choose the shocking eel or you can choose frogs. Then it says this passage is a blank text. On this space, I want you to tell me if it is a fiction text or a nonfiction text. The next one reads, I know this because. Go back through your text. Remember what we've learned about the differences between fiction and nonfiction. Tell the reasons that you know that the text you chose was either fiction or nonfiction. You have to give reasons to explain how you know. Now, the last sentence says, I enjoyed reading this passage because. I want you to fill in the blank and tell me why you enjoyed reading this passage. And the last sentence is your conclusion sentence. These are the reasons why I chose this passage as my favorite. Now that you're done, we're also going to do a quick review to help you remember the difference between fictions and nonfictions so that when you get to the reason part, you'll be able to correctly fill out your Microsoft form. Now remember, we said fiction stories are not real. They have characters, they are made up, they have a setting, a beginning, middle, and end, illustrations, a problem, and a resolution. An example would be Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We know that this story was made up and not real, so it was fiction. The next side we have nonfiction. Nonfiction stories are real and true. They give us information. They teach us about the world. They have text features such as a heading, captions, page numbers, real pictures. An example of a nonfiction book would be the story entitled Bears and Their Dens. Now, before we go, boys and girls, let's do a quick review. Today, we learn about how to complete an opinion writing using the OREO method. We said O, opinion, tell your teacher how you feel about something or your readers. R, reason, tell your readers why you feel that way. E, examples, give your readers 1 to 3 examples of why you feel that way. Use because and give details. O, opinion, tell your readers one more time about your opinion and tell your feeling. So, now that we're done, boys and girls, I would like for you to click on the link below this video to fill in your opinion writing form, letting your teacher know which text that you chose. Now, after you tell which text you chose, I want you to remember to tell me if it was a fiction or nonfiction text, and then I want you to list the reasons that explain how you knew what type of text it was. After you list your reasons, I want you to tell why you enjoyed reading the passage and your conclusion sentence. Now, after you are done, then I would like for you to finish filling out your form and please submit your form back to your teacher.